Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for July into August 1st. Chippy came to get his cookie and say hello to you all. So let's dive straight in and see what's coming up for you this week. Hope you're having a great week, Sag. So just mixing your energy and I'm getting the goosebumps. So tuning into you, that's a good thing. Let's see what's coming, Sagittarius. Wow, first card up is the Devil. Okay, really? They're going to start here? I guess they are. Sagittarius, here we go. Let me pull another card to kind of clarify this. Seriously, we're starting out with this. Okay. And some kind of a new path. So, Sagittarius, when we start straight out with this, there's something where I feel like you're dealing with some toxic energy, and I mean, it could be yours, but I don't feel like it. I think it's coming from another source. And I think it's because you started a new path. I feel like you walked away from either a toxic person or a toxic situation or even debt. You know, the Devil can represent debt. And you went on this new path, but I feel like this is still like hanging over you like a dark cloud. That's what I'm getting. It's really significant right now. And I know it's being stirred up by Mercury retrograde. You know, Mercury retrograde is bringing everything to the surface for exposure, for karmic collapse. I talked about this a month ago. There was going to be karmic collapse, and here we go. And it's on a world scale, and it's on a personal scale. So your crossing card is the Magician, okay? And the Magician has to do with using all of your talents, but it's in the conflict or challenge position, like you're having a hard time using all of your skills and talents. And Sagittarius has a lot of skills and talents. You are very multifaceted. You just came here like that. You know, you're different, Sag. You're built different, and you know that. And it gives you a challenge sometimes. And we've also got, I believe this is the Queen of Cups here. Yeah, to clarify this. So some of you Sagittarius are having some what do I want to say? Like your challenge here is emotions. All right, I'm feeling a lot of emotions here, and all of this is going together. I'm feeling like there's a lot of emotions, and your challenge here is being this in this Queen of Cups energy. You're very heart-centered, Sag, and you're trying to use your talents. I feel like you're trying to be a healer, a lot of you, and maybe create something new with this Magician card from your sense of, you know, Queen of Cups is intuition. She's about healing, intuition, emotion, heart and soul, you know, that sort of thing. And I'm just getting like you're in this emotion, you're trying to create something, but it's in the challenge position at this time, so it might be a little bit stuck. I feel like you're waiting for a breakthrough. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what's in your energy, Sagittarius. I can't read the small print. Okay, so Knight of Cups. Okay, so what's on your mind is Knight of Cups. I feel like you're waiting on an offer. I feel like you're putting a lot of thought, Sagittarius, into when's this offer going to come, or when's this romantic partner going to show up, you know. And with the seahorse, as you can see here, I feel like you're waiting on, a lot of you, on a man, because you know the male seahorses raise the children, you know, and there's a lot here about masculinity. I feel like a lot of you, especially you girls here, I think a lot of you are looking for a real man, a man who knows how to nurture, you know, take care of children. Maybe a father. You're looking for someone who excuse me, could be a good father or is a good father, because that's the type of person that you're looking for, even if you're not looking to have children. You know, it's that sort of thing. You're looking for a type. And I feel like this is strongly on your mind at this time, Sagittarius. And some of that is because of this Judgment card. There's a lot of transformation going on here, Sagittarius, in you. So this is what you're thinking about. This is the underlying issues. You've gone through a transformation. I feel like, you know, you can see the picture on this card. Like there's an angel above him, and he's literally got 2 feet in the grave and he's halfway out. And I'm sort of laughing about that because I think there are days that we all feel like that, you know, like you start to wonder, what are you doing here? And you're feeling like you're halfway in and halfway out, you know. And I do mean between physical world and spiritual world. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but I think this picture really says it all. And I feel like you're kind of somewhere between wanting a companion, waiting on an offer, and it doesn't have to be a romantic offer, but I think for a lot of you it is. You're wondering, am I going to get this romantic offer? Or you're thinking about this person you did get an offer from. Or maybe you're just waiting on an offer about a house or something like that, or a job offer. But underneath, you're going through huge transformation. There's a big, big change going on there. And there's a lot of spirituality. And I feel like a lot of what's driving so much of this right now is your spiritual ascension process. Let's get one more on that. Let's clarify, that Judgment card. You know, and this is about you looking to a higher power as well. And it's interesting, these are looking in opposite directions too. You know, it's like this one's looking for physical, this one's looking for spiritual. Everything feels a little bit challenging at this time, and this is very much in your energy. But let's clarify Judgment. Judgment is clarified by Ace of Swords, okay? So you're going to get some truth, or you did get truth, and this could have caused your transformation, caused this big major life change. You found out the truth about something, or you're going to. There's truth coming in, and it goes back to that karmic exposure, karmic collapse that I was talking about with this initial toxic energy of the Devil card that came up alongside a new path. Something's healing and changing and transforming, Sagittarius. You're going through something intense, something big. You know, and look at this owl. Owls represent intuition, psychic ability. It's carrying a sword, like you, Sagittarius. You know, you're the only sign in the zodiac that carries a weapon. There's a reason for that. You're a warrior. You have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of protective abilities, you know. So what's moving into your past is something about some competition that went on, for one thing. This is 10 of Cups reversed. Some of you may have, here it is upright, but it came up reversed. Some of you may have gone through a relationship ending, and this could have been yesterday or 10 years ago or more. It's going to be a little different for everybody, of course. But what I'm getting here is, I feel like, whether you actually were or not, I feel like you're like, I used to be happier than I am now. I feel like you're looking into the past a lot right now and feeling sad about it. And again, it comes back into this Mercury retrograde thing. It's bringing up so much stuff. This is such a heavy Mercury retrograde. Really, really heavy. I mean, it's just intense on every level, and I feel like it's making people go over a lot of old ground. It's bringing up a lot of old truths. You're like, oh, that's why that happened. Oh, that's why they said that. Oh, now I get it. And this could be something from 5th grade. You know, this could be something from yesterday, last week, or when you were a toddler. You know, I don't know about you, but I remember stuff from when I was a toddler. You know, I can remember being in a high chair. I can remember being in a crib. I have memories that go way back, further than people say that they should, you know. And I feel like the reason I'm telling you that, sharing that with you, is because I feel like things are coming to the surface for you that maybe haven't come to the surface before. your memories might be going back further and deeper and wider than they ever have in this time frame. Okay. So here, can't see these cards tonight. We've got the Hermit, and the Hermit is reversed, and it is in your immediate future, Sagittarius. You know, this is you avoiding people. I think coming up in the near future, you might feel isolated or like you're avoiding people. Let me pull some clarifiers on that. You know, it's also about inner wisdom. There's a lot of inner wisdom going on here with you, Sag. I mean, some of it, a lot of it, you came in with. You were born with it. A lot of it you've learned, but a lot of it you brought with you. You know, a lot of you Sagittarius are old souls, and you're avoiding people because you'd rather just, you know, be in your own hermit energy. You've seen, there's another owl there I'm trying to show you. You've seen the light. You know, your intuition is on full high psychic alert right now. And this is in your immediate future. And I feel like you're seeing things in people that you hadn't seen before, and you're not liking it. You know, I feel like most of the people that you're bumping into, you see straight through them and you don't like them, you know, with good reason. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're not wrong. You know, you're seeing through it. You know, you're seeing through people who don't have souls, right? I know it's an eye-opener for some people, but I think a lot of you Sagittarius are like, yeah, totally. You're not even surprised by that. And you see it. I think you're seeing clearer than you've ever seen, and it's making you isolate. Yeah. And here's your inner strength. Look at this. This is to clarify wanting to be alone. You're strong enough to be on your own. And you've got all of this protection. You may be in touch with lion beings. I know I am at times. Not all the time, but I have been at times. And they're very protective beings. Now, this can also be you being really connected to your pets. Okay? This can be you holding back from people, being the hermit at this time. You just want to do your own thing. Maybe you just want to hang out in nature. Maybe you just want to sit with your dog or your cat, you know, and you're avoiding people right now. But let's see what's coming up a little further out. A little further out, we have got the Page of Wands. So there's some kind of a message coming in. I can't wait to clarify this. Here's a message for you. And this is more extended future. Excuse me. Your extended future, considering I read for you usually weekly, your extended future would be, you know, a week to a month. Okay? Some kind of a fiery or passionate message coming in, Sagittarius. It might be from somebody sneaky. You may not want to trust this message. I hate to tell you this, but here's Seven of Swords. You can see it for yourself. So there's a message. I'm clarifying it. Seven of Swords. It's not on the up and up. Who's this from? It is from someone that you have either broken up with. Yeah, maybe somebody who's hurting, needs healing, needs your help, that sort of thing. But it feels manipulative. There's some kind of manipulation with this. Oh, Sag, but I need your help. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Shady. See, you can see on that card, shady message in your immediate future. So do watch out for that. It's going to be a different person for everybody because they're not giving me exactly who this is. And it might look like your wish come true, but I'm just going to give you a warning here. You know, here it is. So let's go over to how other people, like views of others, how other people are seeing you at this time, Sag. They see you as like new love. They're seeing you as somebody they could fall in love with. Okay. So you're putting out this vibe, Sagittarius, of, you know, you've got this open heart. Of course you do, because here you are, you're in your Queen of Cups energy. So of course people are seeing you like this. That makes total sense to me. You know, and you having your heart open is in the challenge position. So, you know, I feel like you're struggling with this, like you're trying to open up, and then at the same time you keep meeting these robotic people and you close back down. So there's this thing going on. But here's how other people are seeing you: as new love, as potential. They're seeing you with an open heart. They're seeing you as maybe a new start to love and that sort of thing. Let's ask who sees you that way. Okay, who sees Sagittarius like that? Maybe a Pisces or a water sign, because look at the fish in the cup. Oh, somebody from the past. Who's Six of Cups. Now this can be like a lover from the past, obviously, okay? But this can also be someone from a past life, like a soulmate. It is Mercury retrograde, and it does tend to bring up past lovers. You know, they tend to pop up during Mercury retrograde. And there's something about carrying a heavy load with this. This feels heavy, a little bit heavy, but all of Mercury retrograde has felt really heavy this time, at least to me. Let me know in the comments. Are you experiencing this too? Because it feels, you know, it does feel heavy. But somebody's seeing you as a new start in love, okay? Let's go over to hopes and fears. Hopes and fears for Sagittarius. Chariot. You're hoping you're going to zoom ahead. You're hoping for success, okay? Maybe you're hoping for a new car. The Chariot can definitely be a new car. And your final outcome in this reading is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords can be a challenging energy. You know, it can be like a negative energy. It can be somebody hassling you. It can be bullies. It can be arguments. Or it can be somebody just acting like they're a bully and they're not really. They're bluffing, and you know, that kind of thing. Now, here's the other final outcome, is the Wheel of Fortune. I was like, is this it? I'm thinking in my mind. I didn't say it out loud while I was talking, but I'm like, is this it? Yeah, so your other out, because there's two different things going on here. There is negative energy, but there's also Wheel of Fortune, okay? And of course, Wheel of Fortune is your card, Sag. So it's not only a fantastic card, but it's in line with Sagittarius energy big time. So Wheel of Fortune is just what it says. Your luck is turning. Look at this. Your luck is starting to turn, and it's turning in your favor. It's like your luck is changing. Okay. So you're going up on the top of the wheel. Let me get this other deck and let me clarify that Wheel of Fortune for just a minute. What does Sag need to know? And while I'm doing that, Chippy has a reading. I'm going to post it at the end of this. He did the cutest reading. I think you guys are going to love it. It's really funny and it's really on target. In fact, now that I think of it, I didn't even think about this, but he pulled some of the same cards I pulled here, especially the first one that came up. So be sure to watch it. I think you'll find it funny, but also extremely insightful, because he's truly gifted, aren't you, Chippy? Also, I'm offering personals readings, and all the details are in the description below this, and they're only open through tonight when you see this video, okay? So this Wheel of Fortune going to happen really fast, Sagittarius. Look at that. Really fast. And also, you know, this can be a really fast trouble spot coming in alongside this, you know, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords. There's something there, or something might come in and zap you, but then right on the heels of it, you've got Wheel of Fortune. Let's ask what else about Wheel of Fortune. When does this happen? That's what we want to know. Look at this. Wow, you're getting your wish. You are getting your wish. Here's Nine of Cups. That's wish fulfillment, Sagittarius. Whew, that is like a really amazing clarifying card for Wheel of Fortune. A lot of you out there are tarot readers, you know, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I've got the goosebumps on that. Whoa, and here's a King of Cups. Look at this. This could be, if you're looking for it, your divine counterpart. Look, because here you were, the Queen of Cups, having a hard time over here with this manifesting energy, trying to keep your heart open. The final outcome was the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by getting your wish. And then I'm asking, what wish is that? King of Cups. So you may be wishing for a companion or your divine counterpart, soulmate. This could be your person from the past or the past lifer, you know, soulmate energy coming in. I don't know. This looks very much like a couple to me, Sagittarius. It does. Let's ask when that might arrive for you. See if we can get any kind of timing. Any timing on that? I got the Tower, but this is only a timing card, and it's a 16. 16. 16. Tower. Now, sometimes they'll give me something like the Tower, meaning when there's some big collapse, that's the timing that something amazing is going to happen, like this Wheel of Fortune. I'm asking for timing, and there it is. Look, we got the Tower bringing in Wheel of Fortune, and you getting your wish and meeting your King of Cups. Okay? Let's see if there's any more timing. You know, Tower, it makes me think that could be a worldwide sort of thing that happens. And the timing, like they're saying, you know, once you see something like that happen, then everything's going to turn in your favor on a personal level. Whoa, and you're giving me big cards. Here's Judgment. And this is the card of 20. So we got 16 and 20. They're not giving me numbers as much as they're giving me events. There's going to be some kind of major collapse of something. What is that? Because when that happens, the reason I'm telling you, you might be like, oh, this is terrible. But when that happens, something really cool is going to happen for you, Sagittarius, okay? Like you're getting your wish at that point in time. Your luck completely, gets better. Excuse me. And here's the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be working with somebody or starting something new, working, collaborating, more money, that sort of thing. Uh-oh, here's Five of Swords again. This Five of Swords may not be directed at you. This Five of Swords negative energy could be on a bigger scale. I've been picking up stuff today in the readings about something happening like worldwide. I feel like there's going to be some kind of collapse of something. It may cause negative energy, or maybe it's caused by negative energy, but it's some kind of major life change. Y'all are going to be coming back in here in a week, making comments, going, that's what it was, Tammy. That's what you picked up on. I know you are. I got the goosebumps. Look at my arms. I totally one big goosebump right now. It's going to cause a lot of generosity in the long run. It's going to bring in money. I don't know. Maybe it's a change in banking or financial stuff, or I don't know. It's a big crash of something. And when that happens, it's going to bring you really good luck. Oh, it really is, because look, here's Wheel of Fortune again. So I think this is something to do with the financial institutions or taxing, or, if you're in the United States. If you've been keeping up with that, there's something going on here. Sag, look at this Wheel of Fortune. It came up twice. Excuse me, so sorry. It has to do with this King of Cups too. So I feel like this King of Cups is on a personal level for you. Again, I feel like this is bringing your wish, you're getting your personal wish, as well as maybe a bigger wish on a larger scale, that affects like everybody. But this is affecting you specifically, okay? So there's new relationship, there's more money, there's your luck changing, and a whole lot in between, okay? So, wow, Sagittarius. Be sure to check out Chippy's video, Chippy's channel. And also, if you're interested in a personals reading, it's $88.88, and all the details are below. And you only have until midnight tonight when you see this. Okay, thanks so much for coming in, and I'll see you guys again soon. Let me know what you think of this reading. Cool.